Cybersecurity and data privacy have become critical issues for individuals and organizations alike. With the rise of cyber attacks and data breaches, it's essential to understand the threats and take measures to protect sensitive information. That's why we've created a course on cybersecurity and data privacy, covering topics such as cyber threats, data protection, and privacy regulations. In this course, you'll learn about the latest techniques used by hackers, the consequences of a cybersecurity breach, and how to use strong passwords and encryption to keep data safe. We'll also explore the various regulations and standards that organizations must comply with to protect customer data, including the GDPR and PCI DSS. With security awareness training and policies for secure data handling, you'll be equipped with the knowledge to reduce the risk of cyber attacks and safeguard personal and sensitive information. Join us in this course to learn how to protect yourself and your organization from cyber threats and ensure data privacy in the digital age. Number 1. Cybersecurity refers to the protection of computer systems, networks, and data from unauthorized access, theft, damage, or disruption. In today's world, our lives are becoming increasingly intertwined with technology, from online banking to social media to smart home devices. While technology brings us many benefits, it also opens us up to potential risks. That's where cybersecurity comes in. Cybersecurity refers to the practice of protecting computer systems, networks, and data from unauthorized access, theft, damage, or disruption. Think of cybersecurity as a kind of virtual bodyguard, protecting you and your digital assets from harm. Just as you might lock your doors and windows to keep burglars out of your home, cybersecurity measures aim to prevent unauthorized access to your computer or network. And just as you might install an alarm system or hire a security guard to deter would-be thieves, cybersecurity measures can help deter hackers and other malicious actors from attempting to breach your defenses. Cybersecurity is important for individuals, businesses, and governments alike. For individuals, cybersecurity measures can help protect your personal information, such as your banking details, social security number, and medical records. For businesses, cybersecurity is essential to protect confidential information, trade secrets, and financial data from competitors and cybercriminals. And for governments, cybersecurity is crucial to protect critical infrastructure such as power grids, transportation systems, and communication networks from attack. Cybersecurity is a complex field that requires a range of skills and expertise. Cybersecurity professionals use a variety of tools and techniques to protect computer systems and networks, including firewalls, intrusion detection systems, encryption, and vulnerability assessments. They also monitor systems for suspicious activity and respond quickly to any security incidents that occur. In conclusion, cybersecurity is a vital aspect of our digital lives. Without cybersecurity measures in place, we would be vulnerable to a range of threats, from identity theft to cyber attacks on critical infrastructure. By taking cybersecurity seriously, we can enjoy the benefits of technology while staying safe and secure online. Number 2, data privacy refers to the protection of personal and sensitive information from unauthorized access, use, or disclosure. In the age of the internet and big data, our personal information is more vulnerable than ever before. Every time we use a website or mobile app, we leave behind a digital trail that can be used to build a profile of our interests, habits, and even our location. Data privacy is the practice of protecting personal and sensitive information from unauthorized access, use, or disclosure. Think of data privacy as a kind of digital lockbox, where your personal information is stored securely and only accessed by authorized parties. Just as you might lock up your valuables to prevent theft, data privacy measures aim to prevent unauthorized access to your personal information, such as your name, address, credit card details, and medical records. Data privacy is important for individuals, businesses, and governments alike. For individuals, data privacy measures can help protect your identity, your financial information, and your online activity from being tracked or exploited. For businesses, data privacy is essential to protect customer information and maintain trust with customers. And for governments, data privacy is crucial to protect national security and prevent unauthorized access to sensitive information. Data privacy is a complex field that requires a range of skills and expertise. Data privacy professionals use a variety of tools and techniques to protect personal information, including encryption, access controls, and data anonymization. They also monitor systems for data breaches and respond quickly to any incidents that occur. In conclusion, data privacy is an essential part of our digital lives. Without data privacy measures in place, our personal information would be at risk of being accessed, used, or disclosed without our consent. By taking data privacy seriously, we can enjoy the benefits of the digital age while maintaining control over our personal information. Number 3, cyber attacks are becoming increasingly sophisticated, with hackers using a range of techniques such as phishing, malware, and ransomware to gain access to sensitive information. Cyber attacks are a growing threat to our digital lives, and they're becoming increasingly sophisticated. Hackers use a range of techniques to gain access to sensitive information, from personal details to financial data and trade secrets. These attacks can have serious consequences for individuals, businesses, and governments alike. Imagine waking up one day to find that your computer has been infected with malware, locking you out of your files and demanding a ransom to unlock them. Or imagine finding out that your credit card details have been stolen and used to make fraudulent purchases. These are just a few examples of the types of cyber attacks that are becoming more and more common. One of the most common techniques used by hackers is phishing, where they send fake emails or messages that appear to be from a trusted source, such as a bank or a social media platform. The goal is to trick the recipient into clicking on a link or providing sensitive information, which can then be used to gain access to their accounts or steal their identity. Another common technique is malware, which refers to any type of malicious software that is designed to infect a computer or network. Malware can be spread through emails, social media, or even legitimate-looking websites, and it can be used to steal data, track online activity, or even take control of a device. Ransomware is another type of attack that has become increasingly prevalent in recent years. This involves hackers infecting a computer or network and then demanding a ransom to restore access to the files or system. In conclusion, cyber attacks are a serious threat to our digital lives, and they're becoming more and more sophisticated. It's important to stay vigilant and take steps to protect ourselves, such as using strong passwords, avoiding suspicious emails and messages, and keeping our software up to date. By staying informed and taking action, we can help prevent cyber attacks and keep our information safe. Number 4, the consequences of a cybersecurity breach can be severe, including financial losses, damage to reputation, legal penalties, and even physical harm in some cases. A cybersecurity breach is not just an inconvenience, it can have severe consequences that can impact individuals, businesses, and even society as a whole. When a breach occurs, sensitive information may be exposed, leading to financial losses, damage to reputation, legal penalties, and in some cases, physical harm. Imagine a company that has been hacked, with sensitive customer data being stolen and posted online. This can lead to a loss of trust in the company, as well as financial losses from lawsuits and regulatory fines. The company's reputation may be irreparably damaged, with customers turning to competitors who they feel are more secure. In some cases, cybersecurity breaches can have even more severe consequences. For example, a hospital that has been hacked may have critical patient information stolen, leading to harm or even death if that information is used to make medical decisions. Similarly, a power plant that is hacked could lead to physical harm if critical systems are compromised, such as shutting down cooling systems or causing explosions. The consequences of a cybersecurity breach are not limited to financial losses or physical harm. They can also impact a company or individual's reputation, leading to long-term damage that may be difficult to repair. In today's digital age, where trust and privacy are essential, a cybersecurity breach can have far-reaching consequences. In conclusion, the consequences of a cybersecurity breach can be severe and wide-ranging. It's essential for individuals, businesses, and governments to take cybersecurity seriously and take steps to prevent breaches from occurring. By investing in cybersecurity measures and staying vigilant, we can help protect ourselves and our sensitive information from harm. Number 5. It's important to use strong passwords and two-factor authentication to protect accounts, and to keep software and security systems up to date to reduce the risk of attacks. Have you ever wondered how hackers can access your online accounts, even when you've used what you thought was a strong password? The truth is, passwords alone are not enough to protect your accounts from cyber attacks. That's why it's essential to use strong passwords and two-factor authentication to keep your account secure. Strong passwords are a crucial component of cybersecurity. A strong password should be at least 8 characters long and include a mix of upper and lower case letters, numbers, and special characters. Avoid using easily guessable information such as your name, birth date, or common words. Two-factor authentication, 2FA, is another important tool to help secure your accounts. 2FA adds an extra layer of security by requiring you to enter a code, usually sent to your phone or email, in addition to your password. This makes it much harder for hackers to gain access to your accounts, even if they have your password. It's also important to keep your software and security systems up to date. Software updates often include security patches that address vulnerabilities that hackers can exploit. Failing to update your software or security systems can leave your accounts and devices vulnerable to attack. In conclusion, using strong passwords and two-factor authentication, and keeping software and security systems up to date are essential steps to protect your accounts and devices from cyber attacks. By taking these simple measures, you can significantly reduce the risk of being targeted by hackers and keep your sensitive information safe. Number 6. Encryption is an important tool for protecting data privacy, as it scrambles data so that it can only be read by someone with the key to decrypt it. Have you ever sent an email or text message containing sensitive information, such as financial or medical data, and wondered if it was truly secure? Encryption is a powerful tool that can help protect data privacy and keep your sensitive information safe from prying eyes. Encryption works by scrambling data so that it can only be read by someone with the key to decrypt it. This means that even if someone intercepts your email or message, they won't be able to read its contents without the decryption key. Encryption is commonly used in messaging apps, email services, and cloud storage solutions to protect user data from unauthorized access. End-to-end encryption, E2EE, is a particularly strong form of encryption that ensures that only the sender and recipient of a message can read its contents. This means that even the service provider or anyone else in the middle cannot access the data. E2EE is commonly used in messaging apps such as Signal and WhatsApp to ensure that user data is protected from interception and unauthorized access. Encryption is not foolproof, as hackers can still attempt to access encrypted data through techniques such as brute force attacks. However, using encryption is still an essential tool to protect data privacy and make it more difficult for hackers to access sensitive information. In conclusion, encryption is a powerful tool that can help protect data privacy and keep sensitive information safe from unauthorized access. By using encryption in messaging apps, email services, and cloud storage solutions, we can ensure that our data is kept secure and only accessible to those with the decryption key. Number 7. Privacy laws such as the General Data Protection Regulation and the California Consumer Privacy Act require organizations to obtain consent from individuals before collecting or using their personal data. Have you ever wondered how companies collect and use your personal data? Privacy laws such as the General Data Protection Regulation and the California Consumer Privacy Act are designed to protect your privacy by requiring organizations to obtain your consent before collecting or using your personal data. The GDPR, which came into effect in 2018, is a privacy law that applies to all companies operating in the European Union. The GDPR requires companies to obtain explicit consent from individuals before collecting or using their personal data. It also gives individuals the right to access, correct, or delete their personal data. The CCPA, which was enacted in California in 2020, is a similar law that applies to companies operating in California. The CCPA requires companies to provide individuals with notice of what personal data they collect and how it is used. It also gives individuals the right to request that their personal data be deleted. These privacy laws have important implications for organizations that collect and use personal data. Companies must be transparent about what data they collect and how it is used, and they must obtain explicit consent from individuals before collecting or using their data. Failure to comply with these laws can result in significant financial penalties, as well as damage to the company's reputation. In conclusion, privacy laws such as the GDPR and CCPA are designed to protect individuals' privacy by requiring organizations to obtain their consent before collecting or using their personal data. By being transparent about data collection and obtaining explicit consent from individuals, companies can protect themselves from legal and reputational risk while respecting individuals' privacy rights. Number 8. Companies that handle sensitive information such as financial data, health records, and personal information are required to comply with various data security standards, such as the Payment Card Industry Data Security Standard. With more and more sensitive information being stored digitally, it's more important than ever for companies to take measures to ensure the security of this information. Companies that handle sensitive information such as financial data, health records, and personal information are required to comply with various data security standards to protect this information. One such standard is the Payment Card Industry Data Security Standard, which applies to companies that handle credit card information. The PCI DSS requires companies to implement a range of security measures, such as firewalls, encryption, and regular security testing, to protect credit card information from unauthorized access or theft. Other data security standards include the Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act, which applies to companies that handle personal health information, and the Federal Information Security Management Act, which applies to federal government agencies and contractors. Compliance with these standards is not only a legal requirement but also an important part of maintaining the trust of customers and stakeholders. A data breach or other security incident can have severe consequences for a company, including financial losses, damage to reputation, and legal penalties. In conclusion, companies that handle sensitive information are required to comply with various data security standards to protect this information from unauthorized access or theft. Compliance with these standards is not only a legal requirement but also an important part of maintaining the trust of customers and stakeholders. By implementing strong security measures and regularly testing their security systems, companies can protect sensitive information and minimize the risk of a security incident. Number 9. Security awareness training for employees can help reduce the risk of cyber attacks, as well as implementing policies for secure data handling, data classification, and data retention. When it comes to cybersecurity, employees can often be the weakest link. Cybercriminals use a variety of tactics to trick employees into giving up sensitive information or to gain access to company systems. Therefore, it's crucial for organizations to provide security awareness training to employees to reduce the risk of cyber attacks. Security awareness training helps employees to recognize and respond appropriately to potential security threats, such as phishing emails or suspicious links. This type of training also covers secure data handling, data classification, and data retention policies, which can help employees to understand how to properly handle sensitive information and how long to retain it. Implementing policies for secure data handling, classification, and retention is also essential for protecting sensitive information. Data classification policies help organizations to identify which types of data are sensitive and require additional security measures, such as encryption or limited access. Data retention policies ensure that sensitive information is retained for only as long as necessary, reducing the risk of exposure. Overall, security awareness training and policies for secure data handling, classification, and retention are critical components of a comprehensive cybersecurity strategy. By educating employees on security best practices and implementing policies to protect sensitive information, organizations can reduce the risk of cyber attacks and protect their reputation and financial stability. Number 10, cybersecurity and data privacy are ongoing concerns, and organizations must stay up to date with the latest threats, technologies, and regulations in order to protect themselves and their customers from harm. Cybersecurity and data privacy are ongoing concerns for organizations of all sizes and industries. Cybercriminals are constantly developing new techniques to gain unauthorized access to sensitive information, and data privacy regulations are becoming increasingly complex and stringent. To protect themselves and their customers from harm, organizations must stay up to date with the latest threats, technologies, and regulations related to cybersecurity and data privacy. This requires ongoing investment in cybersecurity solutions, as well as regular training for employees and management to ensure that everyone is aware of the latest threats and how to respond to them. Organizations must also remain vigilant when it comes to compliance with data privacy regulations, such as the General Data Protection Regulation, GDPR, and the California Consumer Privacy Act, CCPA. These regulations require organizations to obtain consent from individuals before collecting or using their personal data, and failure to comply can result in significant financial penalties and damage to reputation. In addition to investing in cybersecurity solutions and compliance, organizations should also consider engaging with external cybersecurity experts to help identify potential vulnerabilities and recommend solutions. This can help organizations to stay ahead of potential threats and reduce the risk of a cybersecurity breach. Ultimately, cybersecurity and data privacy are ongoing concerns that require ongoing attention and investment. By staying up to date with the latest threats, technologies, and regulations, organizations can protect themselves and their customers from harm and maintain trust and confidence in the digital age.